Hey, what's going on, guys? CCBridge here. I've just finished implementing a core module of my Chinese chess GUI inspired by a famous app called CCBridge. So I call my version CCBridge JS because it's written entirely in JavaScript, and this desktop application is built with Electron.js cross-platform framework involving Node.js and Chromium browser bundled into a single tool chain to create this nice, cute cross-platform applications. So in this video, I'll probably just demonstrate. The user interface has been prettified a little bit and cleaned up. I've added the buttons to create new game, open the game, and save the game. Changed styles a little bit, so try to make it try to make it look like a little bit more like a desktop application. But yeah, so it's probably I just go and demonstrate you stuff. So everything that regards to making moves and, let's say, inputting different variations, so like a new variation is arising here. It's all been really the same, so nothing really special. So if I just drop back, and here, let's say I just drop to the initial version and continue the development, say like this. So all this sort of stuff works quite nicely. And now we can save this. So let's say I want to save to desktop. I call this game UBB, save. And here is the file. So it's the text format. The UBB format is used by donpincnc.com, this sort of a site. So yeah, this is how it looks like. This sort of a format can be seen in the browser in their game editor as well. By the way, my editor is fully relying on their editor. So I just made a custom version of that and established some sort of an interaction. So I have kind of like a high-level interface to donpincnc.com editor, basically. So also we can load this like games. So let me just demonstrate. So if we just start a new game, I don't check for like, do you want to save game? Are you sure you want to quit? And things like that, because that's really annoying me, to be honest. And I would rather show you how I can open the game. And just to show you something a little bit more sophisticated, I would like to share a very famous end game, which is called Gathering of Seven Stars. A very famous end game in Chinese chess in general. It has really hundreds of variations with the commentaries as well. So this is how it looks like. And again, like if we have a move variation, we can go here through the variation, going back, and so on and so forth. Again, like, so all the commentaries, all the stuff. And obviously we can change the commentary. So let's say I want to change the initial commentary. So let's say custom command here. And I just want to add the command, and this has been saved. And I want to save this to, well, let's keep this game UBB basically. And I just want to override the file. Okay. And if I open this, it would be reloaded already. Okay. And now just to show you that the variation has been changed. Well, first, yeah, let's probably reset this first, and then just open this from the desktop already. It will be having like a custom commentary. So like just the proof of concept that it's being changed. Well, obviously we can just kind of like cut the moves just like in the original CCBridge. Well, probably I need to adjust the slider to scroll down all the time. Probably that should be a good idea. So yeah, we can just slice the moves. Well, it's better to show you. Let's try this. Say here. So now it would not exactly. Yeah. So it can go like this. Well, I just want to show that. Okay, start a new game. So I just want to show that if we do make some moves, then just like in CCBridge, we can slice the moves back. And also, if we do have some sort of a variation here, in that case, we can, let's say, just make some dumb move here. So in this case, we can slice the entire variation like so, and then the moves. So this sort of mimics the behavior of the original CCBridge. And again, like I just tried to take the core features, like to new game, like create new game, save and load and save, as the shortcuts for the GUI, and all the rest would be within the menu itself. So I'm planning to keep this modular approach. So everything. So this sort of a core module would be kind of like the entry point for other modules to interact potentially. So not sure how exactly I'm supposed to be going, but again, I think that my inspiration by CCBridge is stopped at this point in particular, because this is what I like in CCBridge. What I really love in CCBridge is this sort of a representation of the game tree and how to navigate through the moves. For me personally, it's much more convenient compared to how it's done in Arena GUI for international Western chess. I really love this sort of a version, really. But regarding all the rest, I really more like how it's done in Arena. So probably that would be another source of inspiration. But I'm not that good developer to actually create an Arena-like GUI from scratch on my own. So I would be going as usual for my Code-Makikins approach. And I believe that the next step, well, apart from this minor adjusts for the game tree, like to probably to scroll down the move list and the variations if available. A part of that, I believe that I will start trying to establish the proof of concept interaction via std in and std out, standard input and output, to interact with the console application, literally with the engine. And I would be doing this in the separate window, and in case if I would like to, so all the engine analysis would be done in the separate window. Let's say like here would be like engine and engine window, things like that. And then say if I want to make a move, if I want to make a move from the engine, another window would be sending the message to this one. And here I would be updating the board state respectively via mimicking like user clicks and things like that. So it's quite pretty simple. So yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah, well, obviously the position that is currently on board will be sent to the engine itself, and also I would add the board editor to create custom positions, and they would be interacting with FEN strings, obviously. Things like exporting games to different formats, like PGN in UCI format to be read by apps like Winboard or Xboard, or the World Sensitive Federation format with this sort of annotation, but in PGN like format is also on the cards. But anyway, this UBB format would remain as the core format, and unlikely the original CCBridge, it's a text, it's a textual format. So, like, if it happens how it happened to CCBridge, when the developer disappears somewhere, at very least the format is well known, and even if you don't have a specification, it's not really. It's a bit of a tricky to understand how it works, but without being encoded into binary, still the textual data is more or less just fine for decoding. So this is just like from and to squares encoded in pieces. I'm not sure how exactly this works because I'm not directly interacting with this encoded positions, and here we have the moves in particular. So this is like the 7-7 is from square and 5-7 is to square. So these are the moves, and how the board is initialized is a little bit of a mystery to me, but still that might be researched as well. And this is a really famous format because the entire dumpingsincere.com has millions of games in this sort of a format. So if I'm ever about to be building again, like updating or building from scratch my database for Chinese chess, I think this might be on the cards really. So yeah, that's kind of it, and I think this is it for this video. So I think I really hope that in the next one I will make a bit of a live coding session for trying to establish this proof of concept interaction from the GUI with the console application, which is literally an engine. So I won't be even using my own engine. I would use somewhat existing based on Stockfish, not a favorite Stockfish, one a little bit different. I need to make sure that I can compile that on Linux. But anyway, this should be working. Eventually, this should be working on Windows as well, and or on Mac as well. Again, like even if you're not going to, even without a binary executable, which is really kind of big size, right? Because there are lots of modules involved in Electron.js itself. Still, this development version is really easy to install. You just install Node.js, then run npm install npm start, and you have this app. So this is very, very simple thing to consider. So just npm start, and we're done. Okay guys, so this is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Again, like if anyone is interested in joining the project and contributing to it, I would really appreciate that. Well, obviously this is a free and open source one, so I really doubt that you would be able to make money on that as well as I am as well. But it often happens when people see work you're doing, it often leads to the fact that you're getting hired next. This was the case for me really many times in my life. So working on open source software for fun is on the one hand, and potentially providing some interesting job opportunities on the other hand, without all the interview bullshit and all the bullshit that leads to corporative stuff, like getting hired like that. So I'm really talking from the freelancer's perspective, and from the freelancer's perspective you can really avoid all of that bullshit really, and just directly go interacting with the client, get the job done, get paid, and that's kind of it. So I think this is the case for open source. Like you have a free software and you have a paid integration, because another interesting thing behind this sort of a solution, that being totally based on web technologies, so this can be turned into a website, and that's already sounds like a job. So that might be interesting as well. Okay, so this is it from my side. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.